see.
Whoa.
And you didn't find that piece, did you?
Nope.
You son of a bitch.
Sorry. We'll get a new one. Well, we won't need to once we get new headphones.
Yeah, that's true.
Something I want. I can't hear myself.
Larry's life. I can't hear myself either.
I can't hear at all. I mean, you can look at the lights and tell that's on.
Did somebody come up here and hit buttons?
You
No.
was the only one here. Like,
Testing to.
Nope, so I can hear. Nope.
you hit something and sound came on. So after it's something over this way, I think.
Yeah, it's this.
Boom.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. Oh, that came out super loud. Can you turn down Larry's mic? His voice
What's
is annoying.
up, Brittany? I mean, I said, what's up, Brittany? You're right here. What's up, Justina? What's up? What's up, y'all, man?
Yo, he gets on
What's
my
up, people
nerve.
on YouTube? If you're there right now, let's see what YouTube look like real quick before we want to take a second and just...
Keep it under wraps, babe. You on the
What's
common
up?
conversation page, but
What's
thank you.
up?
Appreciate it.
You gotta
Montero,
add
what's
the
up,
Justina
Tionda?
at the end. It looks like Tawan's talking to Larry.
Yeah, and I'm definitely not his babe. Not even a little bit.
Look, I don't judge. That's all
Well,
I'm
you
saying.
better start judging. Shame us if that's the case.
Don't ask, don't tell.
No, that shit don't matter because you get kicked out of the army anyway. What's up? What's up, Crispy
What is he
Bacon?
talking about? Oh, Crispy, I might have to hit you up. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna break stuff?
Hey,
Nah,
Hey, hey.
yeah.
but hey, I need you, bruh.
I'm gonna need you to text me a
After,
secret.
I don't look that bad now on YouTube.
oh, okay. That's extra fucking loud.
Okay.
It is super loud. I was like, what is that?
All right, we about to throw this intro out there. Here we go. Here we go, and it goes a little something like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this.
Conversation 412 Oak in the middle, Pittsburgh, what it do? We in the city of bridges, we in the city of smoke. We in the city of rivers, so you don't need you a moat. We in the city of haters, so you just might need a coat. Or at least bring your jacket, cause man, the city get cold. Yeah, man, the city is frosty, yeah, man, the city is costly, but yeah, the city is mine. For 1, 2 times, well, you know that we grind, cause you know money is time, and you know time is steady ticking, so I gotta get mine. Then it's time to come up, so put your hands up. Let's all live this life before death interrupt. Ain't no time for messed up. Man, you better get with it. Arithmetic that I'm spitting, now do the math that you listen. Common conversation 412.
What's up, people? This is Common Conversation 412, and we are live. Live.
I'm not doing it.
And I am your host, Token.
And I am Mano, M-A-N-N-O,
And I'm Girl B. Brown.
of Silent Vibes.
Yeah.
God damn it.
That's who she be. What's up, Ashley? Yeah, so, hey, you know what? It is January 29th, and it's a Monday. It's a Monday. It's the start of our work week, so me and Brittany's.
Right.
This is Mando's Friday, like he always like to say.
Goddamn right.
Yeah, she is lame, Justina. Yeah, so, yeah, we're going to talk about some stuff today. So we're going to talk about things that's going on around the U.S. We're going to talk a little bit. So this is, our topic for today's show is actually viewer's choice. So we're going to talk about some stuff that you guys want to talk about as well. So actually, we got like 2 little things we want to talk about, 3. And then you guys can gear.
Add something.
Okay, then you guys can gear the show
Shit,
and take
five.
it.
I'm adding something. Fuck that.
Take it to where y'all want to take
important.
it. So,
God damn it.
and you know, so yeah. So let's go. Let's get started. I mean, but hold up. Before we do that, just hit that share button. Invite some people to the show because this is gonna get real deep. Because you know we're gonna be talking about them sex dolls in a little bit. So you know what I mean.
Possibly.
It's gonna get. It's going to get deep. I know it's going to get deep.
Interesting.
Interesting. Very interesting. So going on around in the U.S. So basically, I know this is called going around in the U.S., but these stories that we're going to talk about today actually happen in our state. So, and some of them are not that far from us. I don't know if you guys heard about the car wash shooting that left 4 people dead. This guy went into the car wash and shot 4 people. And one of the girls, he was supposed to be obsessed with the one girl. What's her name? Chelsea. Or something like that. He's supposed to be obsessed with Chelsea. It was apparently Chelsea made a status was like she want to go out on a date, or she wants somebody to take her out on a date, or with a sniper. And he said the dude replied like, "Oh, I can do both."
We ain't got them cliff notes.
I mean, well, I was reading it, so I'm just telling you a little bit about. I gave you some of the story. But that's what happened.
Got them motherfucking
cool,
cliff notes, asshole.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but
They know everything about the
You should
story.
have read it. Ain't your fault. Ain't your
so
fault.
and then the one that was going on today in our city actually.
This was happening.
So the school shooting threat. So a guy on a video game on some type of video platform. He was playing a game called Fortnite, and he threatened that he will shoot up a school. And then I work for the county, so we was getting all these alerts this morning saying the school was on lockdown. So if you wanted to come see a kid, or us doing our job, you wanted to see a kid, you couldn't come if it wasn't already scheduled. Parents just couldn't pop up like that, so it had to be pre-scheduled in there because of the shooting threat. And if you watch the video, it's on Facebook. I'll share it to our page later. But if you watch the video, the guy was talking about, he told his friends he was playing on the game with. He was like, "Yeah, this is gonna be my last day playing the game, guys." And they're like, "Oh, why?" He said, "Yeah, I'm gonna shoot up the school on Monday." So that was yesterday on Sunday. And he was like, "There's like,
I didn't see that.
They was laughing, and they was like, there's like, oh, stop playing." He's like, no, I'm serious.
Okay.
I'm serious. I'm gonna shoot up the school." And he said, and he replied like, "I hate people." And then
I hate people too, but that's a little excessive.
One of his friends was like, "Oh yeah, well you could come shoot up my school," and he was like, "Yeah, I'll do that. Anybody that's picking on you, I'll shoot them. I'll shoot and kill them."
And what school did the friend go to?
I don't know. He didn't say, but I guess he tried to say it jokingly, and he was just like, "Anybody that picks on you or teases you or mess with you, I'll shoot them. That's why I hate people." So when I heard that, it brought me back to like, you know what, this guy is suffering from some type of mental health, but it's also stemming from bullying, and he's getting picked on in school, and that's where his rage is coming from, which was a scary thing. And I'm like, oh shit, this is Pittsburgh Public Schools, and this stuff was going on and a lot of people at first, when they said they was going on, the school was locked down, they was like, oh yeah, because teachers are going on strike. That's what a lot of people was assuming, because Pittsburgh Public Schools teachers are supposed to be going on strike soon.
Right.
But yeah. So that was the one thing, and just off that subject. So just a fact already, and it's only January. There has been 11 school shootings that took place so far this year, just so it happened in Kentucky, Texas, Louisiana, North Carolina, another one in Texas, San Bernardino,
Arizona.
San Bernardino.
yeah, Iowa, Washington, and Michigan. So, like, you know what I mean? So this stuff is crazy, man. It's crazy. See, that's what I told you. It was just a lot of paper. We just heard a lot of trees just now. But
Yeah, for
yeah, so
8
there's
minutes.
a lot of stuff.
Hey.
You kind of ran through that, bro.
Yeah, I know, I did.
God
So
damn.
I will recycle those papers, by the way. I'll use them and flip them.
Shit.
So, but I think this brings on a bigger conversation, though. But it's just like, when you talk about school, even the shootings and stuff like that, like, you know what I mean? Me, personally, I don't have an issue with guns.
I would hope not.
But at the
Especially
same time, it's
you.
just like, we gotta watch. Are we watching, like, you know what I mean, who gets guns and stuff like, and it goes into gun laws and stuff like that, and it's not trying to take anybody's rights, but do you don't think there should be a little bit more security on that? And I mean, but again, too, these are kids. I mean, some of them were college campuses, so them places I named were college campuses as well.
Well, you already know where my stand right. I believe like guns are too easy to get. But I don't think
do
they
agree.
should be just give up your guns, take away every single like. No, I believe the right to bear arms.
Right.
But also I understand the fact that if anybody could get a gun, there's a problem with that. People aren't trained properly, which some people you want to mentally evaluate them, and people should be taking shooting tests and also mental evaluations on the regular so that we can
At least
have
every
some
6
type
months.
of, you know what I mean, have
Like,
some type
minimally.
of track record to understand like if you should, because you'll have somebody that'll go through something and it'll fester. Like there's a few like you can't completely get rid of like the gun violence
Right.
when it comes to like the bed or the gangsters and the hoodlums and I'm not just talking about black people. I'm talking about like if you white and you do dumb shit, you a hoodlum too to me. Like
Yeah.
fuck that.
Right.
But it's like they're going to do what they do no matter what the law is,
Right.
and that's just what it is. So
Right.
to make it more strict, so it's easier to find those people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
And
you
I
have
think-
people.
oh, sorry.
Oh my bad. Like you have people that are going through like mental disorders, stress, depression, and all that other stuff. Like those are the people that we need to evaluate and understand if they even
Right.
should have a firearm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you could
Right.
literally just go in and pick up a fucking shotgun and go.
Yeah.
And I think too, especially for the ones that happen in college, there needs to be, first of all, this for college, like a 6-month mental check-in. Because
Yeah.
college is very, very stressful.
Stressful, yeah.
You know what I mean? But especially for when it comes to just the regular gun laws, I think there should be a mental health check-in every 3 to 6 months. You should be required to do that. You know what I mean? And then the ones that happen in school, it's kind of like, where are the parents?
Yeah.
Like, you didn't notice your son went to school in a trench coat when it was middle of June.
Yeah.
Or, or he's acting different. And I know sometimes there aren't always signs there, but a lot of times there are signs there, especially on these kids' Facebook pages. These kids be acting...
Facebook, Snapchat, all types of stuff.
There's warnings, and when it finally comes out and they check this kid's Facebook, there's been warnings for like 2 years previously, and nobody checked it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And especially, I think when there's kids who are known to get bullied in school, because those kids are always getting picked on.
right.
Somebody should be checking in on those kids periodically, like making sure that they're okay mentally, and you know what I mean, that they're having a good outlet for it. And then the kids who are doing the bullying, they need to really check them, like really, you know what I mean, deal with them, not just give them a smack on the wrist and saying, oh, it's just part of high school, because it's not.
Yeah, I definitely get that because a lot of people are like a lot of the generations that are coming up, like basically after our generation, everybody's expected to mature and grow so quickly, and people aren't treating kids as kids. So you're giving
Right.
so much responsibility on people that are so young, and some people some kids, like there are exceptions to the rule that can accept that, but the majority of the kids aren't ready to deal with the type of stresses and pressures that you're pushing on them.
Yeah.
Like, and it is that simple, like where you got 11-year-olds because, and this is just a random scenario. I know a couple people in it, but it's like you have your 11-year-old and 10-year-old watching your 5-year-old so that you can go to work. Meanwhile, that's illegal. Like that's not supposed to happen. But you're putting certain
Well,
types of
technically, it's
responsibility.
not illegal, but good.
I thought that was illegal up to.
No,
I thought
no.
the age had
As
to
long
be.
as the parent feels that child is mature enough.
Yep.
They must have changed that because
Actually,
remember it used
yeah.
to be 15.
Well, no
younger
well,
than 15.
Well, that's what they tested. But you're allowed to leave 2 5-year-olds in the house by themselves as long as they're able to make their own meals and stuff like you know what I mean. If they're able to provide food and stuff like that for not for themselves, but it's
Food
fair.
and sustenance.
It's obtainable. Like I mean, they can reach it. They ain't got to
Right.
climb nothing. They really ain't got to turn
And
on
the
no
parent
stuff.
feels like that child is mature enough. Now, my kid is
Yeah.
11, and
Wow.
I'm like, ugh, I don't
That's
can leave
crazy.
you at home by
I've
yourself.
never, like, I was always taught
Yeah.
it was like, it got to be like
What's
a
up,
minimum age of
Yogi?
like
What's up,
15,
Ashley?
14 or something, at least
Right.
that age or something like that.
What's up, Miss Ferguson?
But, yeah, that's ridiculous.
I mean,
That
yeah.
makes
So
zero sense.
right, and you do gotta like Ashley. There is a lot of bullying that happens over social media
And text
it-
messaging, a lot of times now,
Yeah.
boiling, I can never say that word.
Boiling.
Anyway, you know what I mean.
Bullying. Shit, you
But
got me
that-
saying boiling.
She was like,
But
boing, boing, boing,
I
boing.
cannot say that word. I never could. But and when we were in high school, it was like this up in your face. Now it's behind closed doors. I can text you, I can inbox you, and
Yeah.
people don't necessarily see it. So I could be a mean girl and won't anybody know because I'm doing it privately.
Yeah, I mean, but that's
You know what I
what
mean?
it
So-
is. Like, you know what I mean? Well, you could be private. I mean, that's just like a lot of people have their true feelings inside or the
Right.
type of hatred that they have for another person and that they're doing bullying type of shit because they
Right.
know. I mean, for the most part, most parents don't, most parents frown upon that type of stuff. And I think most parents would agree that that's wrong and they don't think that their child will ever do it. But you got to look, like, you know what I mean? If you look at, I feel like if you're super popular
Yeah.
If kids are super popular in school, I think parents should pay a little bit more attention, like, to their social media pages as well. Not only the kid, like, I feel like me personally, I can gear right now if my kids are like kind of popular or like, you know what I mean, got kind of like, you know what I mean, like who they are. I mean, it's elementary school right now, but I feel like I'll be able to see that just by the people who they went. And popularity. Is its own- yeah, that's what I said.
He said it right. Dang, grammar checker. Go ahead.
What the fuck?
I'm just saying.
I thought he worked.
Popularity is not the word.
I thought he
Webster?
I thought he worked at the post office. I didn't know he was a fucking grammar professor and shit.
Right.
I mean, I told you that
Call
they
him
ain't
Webster
paying
for
enough
now
at the
on.
moment. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Taxes
but,
is killing me, so I do a little bit of
you know what I
tutoring
mean?
on the side.
But you do got to look at, like,
Yeah,
you know what I
liar.
mean? You should be checking your kids' social media to see if they, like, what type of stuff that they're into.
Right.
And
Because my
posting.
son's 11, so I check his YouTube, I check his text messages. And that's pretty much all he got really kind of going on right now. But he's 11, and I feel like you just have to be aware because sometimes kids are ashamed to even tell their parents what's going on in their life. And you
Yeah.
have to make sure that you're involved and that you're aware.
Right.
Especially since, like, that one little boy, he was like 10, and he killed himself because he was being bullied so bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think parents definitely have to be more involved.
And also, like, back in the day, like, we had to sneak and watch certain stuff. Like, kids are being exposed to, like, traumatic movies, television shows, and shit that are
Cartoons.
literally
Cartoons now.
cartoons. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Right.
but they're being exposed to stuff that's not meant for them early. So
Right.
they're learning about suicide and murder and horror and all this other extra stuff way early. Way fucking early.
I mean, and they're learning about a lot of, like, they see a lot of hatred stuff online as well.
Right.
But, like, you know what I mean, even, like, see, like, you know what I mean, a lot of suicidal stuff, I don't disagree with because it's just like, because, like, I know when there's stuff on there like 13 Reasons Why, like, that was a good movie, and it brought awareness to it, like, hey, because a lot of people, we got to remember, we're not as parents, I mean, not saying we, but I'm just talking about parents as a whole.
general.
We're not as comfortable with talking to our kids about that type of stuff or about sex and stuff like that. They're just like,
No, I'm all up in that conversation.
So it's too late. It's too late. Like, you know what I mean? This stuff already happened. But yeah, so I don't know. So I feel like we got to pay attention a little bit more. What's up, Kayana? Yeah, so now
Okay, segue over to me first.
okay.
So I'm just in a really good mood today, guys. So a lot of you know, some of you
my
don't know,
God.
I am leaving my job at the county. My last day is February 27th.
And she's going to be a full-time baker. I'm sorry, guys. I had to just break it. She's going to be a baker.
I'm not.
Okay,
So
sorry.
I will be assuming
doing,
the
Miss
role
Dixon?
of director for Young Lives, which is a Christian mentorship program for teen moms. And I'm really, really excited. And just a little backstory, it won't take too long. I had applied for the role to be a director 5 years ago, and I was denied. They said I didn't have the education and I didn't have the experience, and I was really bummed out because God had gave me this dream when I was 11 to work with teen moms. I was like, well, God, you told me I'm supposed to work with teen moms. Here's a job right in front of me, and you don't give it to me. I was like really, really upset.
You didn't threaten God, did you?
I
like how
didn't.
kids threaten Santa Claus?
I didn't, but I was at
right,
that
cool.
point because I was really upset. But I had to believe in Him, and then I got the job at the county, which is, I was in foster care, so I work with kids who are in foster care. Help them get through, life's what life dealt with them.
And boom, that's perfect. Cause
Right.
doesn't it help you gain experience?
It did. It not only helped me gain experience, but it helped me network a lot. So now that I'm moving towards the director's job, I reapplied for it. I still didn't have the education, guys, and I'm going to be quite honest. I'm still not even done with my associate's degree, and this job required a master's degree. So I reapplied for it. They interviewed different people, had girls coming, I should say women coming straight out of college who were applying for this job, and they chose me for it. So I was like really, really excited. And I'm not going to go super biblical, but in the Bible it says God's name is above all names. And I prayed about this job, and I said, well, God, you said your name is above all names, and I'm believing that your name is above education. So I re-interviewed for the job. They was like, Brittany, I don't know if we're going to give it to you. You still don't have the education, blah, blah, blah. He called me back a couple months later and asked me to go out to lunch. This is the area director for Pittsburgh, or for Pennsylvania, I should say. Mm-hmm. And he said, Brittany, I want to offer you the job. I think you'll be a good fit for it. So I just wanted to share that to really encourage people who are watching today, who may be trying to apply for the job that they don't feel like they are qualified for, that this is your year to qualify to not only apply for it but get it. So I want you to really just be encouraged in every area of your life where you think that you may not have that opportunity or you feel like you're not the good fit for it, because God can make moves and open doors that you wouldn't think are even possible. So that was it. Just want to share that.
Yeah, definitely. And that's something I wanted to touch on a little bit, is that like a lot of people aren't willing to go out on a limb. And I'm trying to help like develop like more encouragement to like.
You smacked the fuck out of that gum.
That wasn't the gum. That was just my lips. The fuck? Like literally, like I'm literally avoiding the gum right now. Like I haven't chewed in like 10 minutes. Like what?
Right,
you
here
see
in
me
his mouth.
rolling it and shit, like just playing with it. Like so,
Right.
you could shut the fuck up, Mr. Hall.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Anyway,
I've been seeing him put it in the corner of his mouth.
swear like just
Bless
tucking
him.
it and everything. You fucking hater.
But Ashley, I'm great. I'm actually just replying to awesome career choice. Plenty of wonderful mentors helped me as a teen mom, and I may not have turned out like I did without them. So that really gives me a lot of encouragement, Ashley, as I start to work with these teen moms. Because this is my first time assuming a director's job. I have worked with other teen moms in the past, but this is my first time doing that full time. So, if you have any tips for me and really some advice that you had as a teen mom that they gave you, please feel free to either inbox Common Conversation or inbox me directly at Brittany Brown, and I would love to hear your feedback and how they have helped you. And if you would like to come back and share your story with the teen moms that I'm working with now, or even become a mentor yourself, please reach out to me. I really appreciate that.
Like, more people need to get that strength and encouragement to go out on a limb, because a lot of people that are in like directors positions, they're looking for like they want the education and all of this stuff to quickly
Right.
fill a position, but also something that shines over like education and experience and all that is a personal just having a personality and having a personal relationship with somebody, where it's like if you're at a job and you ask for a raise and the director just tells you no, so you just walk off.
Right.
Or you could be that person that you go ask for the raise, they tell you no, and then you go and ask, what do I need to do to get this raise?
Right.
Like that shows initiative. That
Right.
shows some type of strength. That shows that you're really willing to go the extra mile to figure out what you need to do. You're taking it
Right.
serious and you're not just a pushover.
And that's something that I did. So before he actually called me back like 2 months later, I actually just volunteered for 2 months. So you know what? I'm just going to volunteer as the interim director. So I volunteered as a director, and I guess he really liked what I was doing and kind of see my, like, hey, I'm going to be here regardless if you hire me on or not. And he actually hired me on. So thank you. I really appreciate that. But Justina, to you, I would say that if this is really you want to be, first I would pray about it and ask if this is the direction God wanted you to be in. So I actually did go to college. I am like a certified medical assistant. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get that $18 an hour, because I was working like oral surgery. So they get more money. And I never got turned down for a job before, except for the Young Lives and dental assisting. Every other job I ever applied for, I got. But after I finished dental assisting, I applied for almost 20 different jobs and nobody would hire me. So I guess that was God's way of saying, I don't want you to be a dental assistant. So I'm not saying that's your case, Justina, but I'm just saying that, really, really pray about it and see that's the way God will have you to go. And if you want to be, in that field again, if you've been out for some time, I would really encourage you to see if you can like go volunteer somewhere and like train again and then try to reapply for it. Let's see. Oh, well, thank you. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Katorja?
Kataja?
Miss Ferguson?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make a
Just
joke of your
call her
name.
Tasia.
I don't know how to pronounce it. So
Okay.
I really apologize.
Cortasia.
Yeah.
Cortasia?
Yeah.
Okay. She's 17. Well, I would really, I thank you for that. So if you can inbox Common Conversation, in case I can't find you through the comments, I would really like to talk to you too. If you wouldn't mind talking to my girls and really sharing your experience. So thank you guys for all the encouragement and all that stuff.
I guess this is Brittany's show.
Thank you
today.
for understanding,
This is
because I
Brittany's-
was really struggling. I did not want to be rude and mispronounce
This is
it.
Brittany's show, or B Brown, B
Goddamn
Brown in the
right.
building.
Right, be breezy.
Be
Anyway,
breezy.
I had a question, because I was listening to something earlier and I wanted to ask you guys for like an honest like output, for like a first self like I can't. I'm stumbling.
Self-reflection?
Yeah, not even that, but it's like, okay, what is something do you think that's like a positive and a negative for you? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, what is something that's a positive and a negative for you? Where it's like it's the same exact thing, but it works two different ways for you.
I'm Karen. Too caring.
That's a good one.
Okay, like I lack sympathy.
Well, your
He
face,
said that.
Your face said it all.
Yeah, his face
Like,
said it all.
like it is so fucked up, but it's like literally like because the way it is like I have a problem with like being able to relate with people in their emotional times of need. Like I have to force myself to recognize that that person needs me to be a specific way because the way I handle things is I see a problem, I need to fix it, and some people don't operate the way I do.
Some people don't always want you to fix it. They just want you to
Exactly,
listen.
but also
So-
the lack of sympathy keeps me cool because I don't just let people use me and try to play with my emotions.
That's true.
So it helps. It's a bad thing because the people that actually care and need it,
You're not
it
giving
takes
it.
me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'm not giving that thing.
Yeah.
I would say jump back to Justina's comment real fast. Justina, what I did when I was dental assisting, I actually volunteered for the Red Cross. So I know you said your school allowed you to come back, but I volunteered for the Red Cross. So even now I'm on my job resume, people are like, wow, you're a Red Cross volunteer. Let's hire her. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
you did.
Right. So that's kind of where I was at. But I think for me, I'm really selfless and I give myself to, not like literally, but I give my time to people all the time and I'm always volunteering. If people need me, I'm always there, which takes away from my time for my personal self-care. So I think that's kind of like my positive and my negative, that I want to help people, but I have to learn how to help myself at the same
Like
time.
you spread yourself thin.
I'm always super thin, but now that I'm about to assume this other role, I'm hoping that my time can just be about what God's purpose in my life, what He called me to do, and that I can actually work on myself a little bit more. So
Tasia says she's too caring. All right, so to our topic, or one of our topics,
Or
one of our
did Larry something
discussions.
say?
So while we're talking about this, throw out
say
some things that
something.
you guys want to talk about today, and then you can just throw it out or put it in a comment, and we'll
Fucking
discuss it, and we'll probably put it in that order or whatever like that. So if you have something you want to talk about, just comment below.
or if something you want us to talk about, like
yeah.
or opinion on something,
right,
definitely
your
throw it
pet
in there.
peeve or
Yeah.
something that's been like talking about, like the whole Monique thing. We're gonna talk about that. Something that's really been on your brain for the last couple, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
days heavy.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah,
What's
but
up, Diggy?
so the topic, you know what I mean, is let's talk about these sex dolls. What are you guys' thoughts on the sex dolls? They look pretty real to me.
First of all, they took a lot of time to make them things. Like,
Yeah,
they look genuinely
them is
real.
grade A. Them is the Rolls Royce of sex dolls.
That's
God
some great lip
damn.
checks on them things.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
I
That's
find
crazy.
it, whatever floats your boat. I feel like if it's not taken away from your personal time or your relationship, then hey, that's you. It's not for everybody. It's definitely not for me. Like if I came home and seen that in my bed, I'm like, what the?
Who's this damn bitch?
Right. And it's just weird. Like, how do you explain that to your kids that you have a life size Barbie doll and it's not a Barbie doll in your bed? Because where do you store it?
Mommy, what are
In the
those?
closet.
Mommy, what is
Look,
So
in
my
the
closet
closet.
ain't big. Imagine opening that closet in the middle of the night and that thing falls out on you. Like, no.
Bro, that's just crazy.
That's scary. I would be scared.
Yeah, I mean, look,
So
Does it come in like packaging oil?
I don't know.
Or does it come like
I don't know how compacted. Hey guys, real quick to take a second to share the show.
all right,
but
the sex doll thing.
Right.
What was the first question? How do you
no,
feel
but
about
yeah,
it?
how do you feel about it?
I could care less about it, and I think it's just one of those things where you like the regular it's cool if that's what you're into, but don't get excessive with it. Like I've seen stories where motherfuckers is making that their girlfriend. Like, come on, bro, that's just
I seen that black
like
guy with
yeah, with the ponytail on. I'm
Yeah,
like,
with
bro,
the
you
wrap.
need to chill a little bit because you need something eventually that's going to respond. But to get you through them hard, desperate times, them dry spells, go at it. Have a
if
fucking
you get one,
blast.
she wants to stab it in front of you.
Bro, don't stab my thick Asian bride, bro. Don't do that.
I agree with.
Don't you do that.
With Marshayla. I think it's just. It does take the passion out of it, and I feel like sex is meant for, like, you know, people who are together, like a man and you know, just, well, whatever floats your boat. But I think just for two people. And I just
Alright,
couldn't
cool.
imagine somebody just laying there like it's like a lifeless
Lifeless ass
body.
body.
No, it's not.
It is. Are they
you-
moving?
No, they got the new
No,
ones
it
where
is-
it'll
it
get
is
no.
lifeless.
Remember they
No,
got
I'm
the
just
other
saying.
joint.
To Warner
Bro,
to the
no,
pro. Look,
yeah, they do
for
that.
They got the
income
joint
tax.
that be bobbing and weaving.
yeah, they
and it'll
do.
ride you. The shit's crazy.
No,
Tawana, my income tax, I already know what it's going this
No,
way.
no,
This is already resourced
no.
it.
My wife already
researched
told me
it.
I'm dead. She's
But
like,
yeah,
oh, yeah,
bro.
what casket you want?
Did you
This
know
is
what I
say.
just said, bro? Like I told Justina this the other day, and I was talking to somebody. I was like, that shit's about to fuck the threesome up. So you motherfucking bros, y'all better chill with this shit, cause y'all gonna get the threesome that y'all didn't ask for, and you gonna be pissed off cause it ain't the one of her friends or some other woman. She gonna walk in with the sex doll on a fucking gurney and be like, all right, baby, here's your threesome.
So guys, so ladies, comment.
That's too much.
Let us know if you would allow your spouse to have that sex doll. But this is what I'll say.
Love you too, Ma.
I couldn't do it.
This is what I'll say. And so I was talking about this. I went to Mike the barber. I was down at his shop. You know what I mean? Talking to Town Barbershop on East Ohio Street. If you want to get cut, check them out.
He's bald. He cuts all my kids' hair. He's good.
Yeah, so
He's really
they're good down there. So Mike, and Jay. But when we was down, so I was down there. I went to his he had a surprise birthday party for his 30th birthday, and we were sitting there, and one of the girls that was there brought up the sex doll, and we're having this discussion about the sex doll, and it's just all this stuff. Oh no, fuck that, da 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 da. Like, you know what I mean? So we're talking about. I'm like, for what? What's wrong with it? Me personally, I wouldn't get one, but I don't see nothing wrong with the sex doll. There's a lot of people talk about, oh no, don't do that shit. No, that shit's nasty. That's some sick shit. That's weird. That's all this other shit, right? But a sex doll. What is a sex doll?
A sex doll is literally the male's form, and y'all say that we overly like we're into the physical shit, so and all of the extra shit. So it's meant to cater to the man's idea of what he wants in a sex toy. That's what people don't think. Like you can have
so boom, hold on, right there. It is a sex toy. That's all. That's what a doll is. So now when you sit there and a lot of people
an
say,
expensive one.
"Oh no,
That's
fuck that. Oh no, I'm gonna kill him," or Justina, I'm gonna stab it and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure. So now,
That's shady as
now,
hell.
if Larry come in the house, come home, take your vibrator, throw that shit across the wall.
What?
you gonna have to replace that.
No, get rid of, like, you know what I
I
mean?
went
Because
left really quickly.
no, but I'm just saying. I was just talking about Larry.
Take all the batteries out.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean, or like, you know what I mean, because a lot of women, I want to say mostly every woman got a vibrator or a dildo, and that is this. I think that the sex doll is equivalent.
Well, I don't have one, but
You've never had one?
no, I never had one.
She's lying.
I
But-
really didn't.
She's lying. That's just hard to believe.
That brush handle with the condom on it counts.
That's just like me saying.
I never had one.
That's like me saying, yeah, I never beat my dick.
well, that's your personal.
No, because I feel like you're lying. Anyway,
Thank you. Not me. She
mean,
said not me either. I just don't feel that. I just feel like if that's your personal preference, hey, I'm not going to tell you how to
Have
live
fun.
your life. I just feel like if it becomes a moment where it takes away from your personal relationship, then that's where the problem starts to begin. It
Yeah,
should never take
lines
away
need to
from
be
your
drawn.
personal relationship.
yeah, look, I don't.
And then, do you do a schedule? Like, you can only do
Yeah,
it
schedule the sex
Saturday?
doll.
I'm asking. Like, how would you do that?
That man, I'm gonna need a week away. You gotta take the sex doll to the hotel.
No. This what I'm thinking. You know, what I think will be a perfect time for it. Menstruation week. Pull her out the closet, like, you know what I mean.
He thought about this.
He's plotting.
He got everything covered.
He got this shit lined up. I don't know.
Wait, when to use it? Like, you
If
know
I,
what I mean?
was, if I was to buy one of those, it would be a joke over anything, an expensive ass joke.
that's an
And I'm not
expensive
saying
$3,000.
that there
That's
might be one of those drunken nights where you just like, let me see what this is about.
And then some
But
people,
it would be like, I don't take that shit seriously because you got a real person where I can't. Well, you
But
can
it's the
talk
same thing.
that.
It's the same thing. It's the same
Well,
thing
there
with a
is
dildo,
one that
though.
talks back to you.
No,
That's
But,
what
but that's his look.
I'm not. No,
That's the
no.
same thing
Yeah,
with a
if you
dildo.
get-
A lot of people's having these arguments like, "Oh no, that's weird, motherfucker." Like to me, and it's just me thinking.
You
and shit
busting
like
it
that.
open for that silicone.
I'm not talking about myself personally, but women be going to go get and what they have in stores, the massive fake dicks.
You was in that sex store, you know exactly which one he talking. I ever
not.
popped in your head.
He doing his hands like this, like he
Like,
was.
you know what I mean? Like-
First he started here, and then he started growing his hands.
No, that was
no, but-
that was just girth. What are you talking
Nah,
about?
but
That
like,
wasn't even
nah,
length
nah.
yet. That wasn't even fucking length.
But they be getting them fake dicks and shit like that. That's just like if you got a spouse or not, but you
Right.
you get something that's probably bigger than your spouse. So now, like, he got to try to match some little polyurethane,
You gotta be over there
little toy and
shaking
shit
them
like that.
fucking Viagras
Yeah.
like
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? So
They
it's
about to
just-
take a mouthful of sunflower.
It's just too much. It's just like y'all can y'all can try to like, you know what I mean. I don't see nothing wrong with, oh, you're doing too much. I mean, like, again too.
All right, Diggy, it's time for bed.
Yeah, sign
time
off.
For bed,
Get out of here, bro.
Time for bed, dude.
Yeah, Diggy, yeah, get off the damn. I forgot. I'm sorry. Oh shit, that was Mano's son on there. But yeah, so I feel like when like, because a lot of women are bringing up the issues that even when I was having that conversation, it's like, oh yeah, but you want some white women. Oh, okay. Now why she gotta be white? Now why said they come in different ethnicities. They got Puerto Ricans, they got some
customized to
Asians,
yourself.
and
But that's the thing.
You can make the titties size A.
I think
B,
it's a fear,
D.
but it's a fear because you get to find out what your man's real perverted wishes are and compare yourself to this fucking sex doll. So you sit there and you be like, oh, he probably going to assuming like, oh, this motherfucker better get a sex doll that looks something like me. Meanwhile, this little you like 5'8", he got this little 5'2". Got some mid CDs, you got an A. Got this crazy ass waistline. Like, why you get the doll with the abs? No, she got some baby fat. Like, yo,
right.
And the doll looks nothing like her. That's what these motherfuckers is worried about because they gonna see something that's like perfection in his eyes, and that's gonna fuck with.
But it's not about perfection.
The whole self-esteem.
You see what I'm saying? Like that's going to fuck with them.
I feel like as people, as humans, like we all have
That's
them.
not water in their
We all have them dreams, right? We all have them dreams and stuff. What'd you say? Wet dreams or wet dreams?
What dream?
Yeah, yeah. We all have them dreams and stuff like that, and even as adults. So don't sit there and try to say, "Yep, motherfuckers don't," because Brittany, go ahead. And I'll Brittany go like, "No, I never had one." You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's so innocent. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, go ahead.
Well, we apologize for pulling your Christian woman into this fucking conversation, but
that's ungodly of me.
get the hell out of here.
I just don't have an opinion on the subject. I find it weird. It's like having sex with a corpse, like a dead body in your bed.
But it ain't you bought
it. I find it weird.
So do
you bought it, and there ain't no soul.
So do you find dildos weird?
I do find them weird. I find them weird when you're in a relationship. I feel like if you have,
so sex toys are for the single and non-exploral.
I just feel like I find that weird if you're using that exclusively if you're in a relationship or you're using that 5 nights out of the 7 nights that you're with somebody. I just find that weird.
Damn, 5 out of the 7 nights? Holy shit. Yo, that would fuck up my self-esteem if my girl used her dildo. But not saying that she got one, but like in this scenario, if she used it 5 out of the 7 nights, bro, like that's like that thing's saving your relationship right now.
No, but
that's what that's saying.
But get the fuck. I think
she mentally left you years.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
I think them things, sex toys, can bring some spice into the relationship.
Yeah, but you ain't gotta get the fake penis. You got the real one right here. Get your get something that I can't provide.
What's the difference?
I can't go. I can't do that for 30, bro. I'm gonna start cramping up. My neck gonna tighten up. You can't do that for an hour and a half. Like, so I'm sorry. You can't change the battery. You can change the battery in 3 seconds. I need a half-hour nap before I can get back to that shit right there.
But what's the difference between a sex doll and a vibrator?
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? That's what you gotta do. But no,
whatever, man.
No, I don't think. Honestly, I think like a vibrator do just vibrate.
You look so uncomfortable in the middle of our sex doll argument.
Enjoy that.
I feel like a lot of women. I feel like a lot of women get dildos, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. Like I said, I think it can spice some stuff up. It can help during menstruation week.
Right.
It can.
Now you're talking about the doll. And then they got the fucking... You ever been in a sex store? They got half fucking corpses for women. I know they sell them for somebody fucking buying them. No. Where it's like abs, fucking pecs, and a dick.
Yeah, they do.
I've never been in a sex store.
They do got.
I've never been in one. I don't know.
Jeez. Oh my goodness.
I've never been into a lingerie department in Walmart. I never seen bras in public. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, what the fuck? I've never seen a guy in his swim trunks.
I never had this.
I've only seen boxers, no briefs, everything's loose. You don't see a balls where I've been in life. What the fuck are you talking about, Brittany?
Actually,
I'm just saying,
I never had sex. Them kids just came to.
God.
I'm like Mary over here. No, but I've never been in a sex store.
Oh my God.
I feel like, all right, well, so now I will personally say, if you haven't been into a sex store, you got to go to the sex store. You got to, just to see what
Just
it's
to
like.
walk around,
first.
you'll see some Pranks
Oh,
Wise.
you
You're gonna need to Pranks Wise shit.
Like, Lord, they're everywhere.
Don't go through the beaded little curtains. Don't go back. Just stay in the front part.
No, but I do agree. Sex toys can enhance your. I believe
Why do you-
sex
you
is
never seen
enjoyed.
them? You never had
I'm just saying, for some people,
How
that
you
sex is meant to be enjoyed.
Got your ass.
Get me? I'm replying to Marshayla's comment. Anyway, Marshayla, I agree. I feel like if that's what you're into, I'm just not into that. But if you're into sex toys, I do believe sex is meant to be enjoyed.
I'm gonna take
And
me and my
that- and that
girl to the
will-
sex store, and we're gonna drop some shit off the. Yeah, even if you don't take it, I'm gonna take that shit straight to Will, bro. Fuck you, man. I'm like, bro, there's some things in here.
Then she gonna come next week.
Valentine's Day.
She gonna say, she gonna come next week. Larry, I just want to say thank you.
Thank
know what
you
I'm
so
talking
much. No, she gonna come back in like, I am so excited today. Again. Back to back weeks.
So for 2 weeks in a row, I would like to start off by saying I want to give thanks to God for bringing Larry here and to the show. I'm sorry, this is no joke. I'm not trying to mess with nobody's religion and stuff like that. But let's talk about Brittany.
I'm not going Justina's. This is not going to be a girls trip. Like, no.
Oh my goodness. And she's so innocent looking. She gonna be in here like, you just gonna see.
First of all, Justina looks like a 12-year-old. First of all, they're going to call her and be like, excuse me. Like, that's your mom. Like, what are you doing in here?
Going to the
Like,
adult-
They ain't gonna call her. They gonna be like, they go, hey, Jess.
back again, huh?
nickname basis? She ain't going first. She's on nickname basis.
Good game.
Hey, JJ.
JJ.
No, like going to the adult store is gonna be like going to Vegas for Brittany. She gonna be like,
I swear, she just dropping this shit on the counter like,
Overload.
I won.
I'm going to go into her sunglasses on like,
They gonna send you, they gonna give you them free samples and you
Like
gonna
when I-
lose your mind.
when the first Walmart store opened. Oh my God, I don't know what to get.
Look, she gonna walk in there all timid. She gonna turn around and start looking on the walls and like, you just gonna see that glow come out of her.
I just never felt the need. Now, I'm not going to say I've
So,
been to like the
so
pure
you-
romance parties. I
Stay out of the,
have.
what's the
Oh,
name
so
of it?
I've been to those.
Oh, so you've been
For,
to
like,
the
bachelorette
the sex
parties.
store on wheels.
You been
Right, but I'm just not going to physically like being downtown. There's that one ballot. What's the
the 24-hour store, you go up the steps, it's all the way in the back. Yeah, I know which one you're
I've
talking
never
about.
been in there, but I just felt like who would go in there?
Why do you know your location though?
Because it's by a bus stop.
Is it 24 hours a
It's
day?
by a bus stop.
Is it
So,
24 hours? Don't cut me
I
off.
don't know.
You don't
but I'm
know?
just saying, who would go in there?
She knows it's
Right
24
outside the
hours.
bus stop. Like, you can't even hide what you were doing in there. People would know.
It's not meant, man. We are grown. I'm a grown ass freaky fucker, and yes, I was in there. You don't know what I was in there getting,
Look,
and you
that's
don't know
what
if it
I
was
say.
with for me for her.
honestly, too, you get a lot more. You
Christina was saying.
you ever read
I
the 50
can't
Shades
with
of
her.
Grey book?
I
It's
started
coming out- it's
to.
coming out- the
I
new movie's
started
coming out
to the
next month.
first. I couldn't get past the first 4 chapters. It was like reading a porno.
So that's good.
What?
It was just too much. It was
was
just too
good.
much. It was just too much.
I didn't finish the book. I didn't. It
And
got
I-
so fucking boring.
I did watch the movie though, but that was like rated like PG-13 or something. I don't know.
The first movie was horrible. Second movie's better. The third one's
the
probably
first
going to
movie,
be
he was
good.
Trust him.
ugly.
50 Shades.
He was ugly in the first movie. I'm putting it
50.
out there. So.
It's the same character.
Well, he was still. Well, then he's
didn't
still
work
ugly
out.
now. He did. In the book, it describes him as this like model esque type, and then I look at the movie, he looks like somebody's
Eyes
40-year-old
like
dead.
frost.
So this is what I
Right,
say.
they had like 4 kids.
Even if you read the book,
So.
reading 50 Shades of Grey will help you sprucing up your sex life as well.
They'll have you ready to
take
fuck your
word
partner
on that.
up.
I will take your word on that.
Like,
What?
choke me!
You said it was like a porno, so you know what the book is like. Like
Choke me!
you know what?
I don't want to hear what you and Justina do in the middle of the night. That's what Okay.
No, that shit
No, he
was,
was too little. He was.
that shit was wild. That shit was
He's
crazy.
half dead. What are you talking?
focus.
Right. Her body be like,
Boo.
Justina is built like this. So
right.
I'm sorry.
You halfway.
I'm not ripping, but
All right, next subject.
So we got the joke swine.
Okay,
That's what
so-
get them off, motherfuckers. Get them off.
that was just funny. No,
What goes
Justina-
around? Come
All right, Marcella,
around.
because now she's coming for me. So.
What's your freaky side?
I just don't want
She said-
to go into a sex store.
I am freaky
Look.
in my own being.
All I'm gonna say is I have 3 kids and they didn't get here like Mary.
Yeah, missionary
Okay?
style. God's sex
I'm
position.
just saying, I don't want to go to a sex store. I find it like it's like doing a walk of shame. Like,
But you went to
I find it
Shanika's sex
weird.
store.
Yeah, at the crib. Like,
Well, that was for
Somebody's
a bachelorette party, and it was just really fun, and it was fun to be around girls, other
So
girls.
just
talk
imagine
about
when
it.
you could go to a store where nobody knows you, and you could just be like, "Oh, what the?"
yeah, you ain't got shit in common.
It's too much.
And then it's so funny because the motherfuckers in there that work in the sex floor, that's what makes the trip so funny. Because,
Justine said
Like-
the one just as big as her.
yeah, you damn near are the
They
same
do want
size.
to
That's
say
crazy.
Tawan actually buys his pants from Children's Place.
Yeah, so you just said my girl buy her pants from Children's Place. Like, I'm uncomfortable with that now. The fuck?
Well, is it a lie?
It is. Our daughter goes to Children's Place.
Justine and her daughter wear the same size pants. And
They're
then
baggy on her daughter.
Tawan and his
You know what's so
wear the same
fucking
jeans.
funny about that is my girl wash clothes, and then her daughter, like, she'll separate everything and fall. But, like, okay, put these, like, winter just special, like, put these thermals on. But swear her daughter be like,
That's
those
fucking
are
unfair.
yours! Like, no, the fuck they're not, bro. Like, y'all aren't that
You know,
close in
my
size. Like,
You
sister-
know what? I'll be
My
honest.
niece can wear my sister's leggings. So my
You
sister's
know,
like a
the one
0, my
time-
niece is like a 14 in kids. But it's the
Shit.
same 0 and a 14 in girls are the same size.
damn.
The one time Tootie accidentally mixed up me and the kids' boxers, like she put them in my
Hey,
door,
yo.
and I really almost put them on. I'm like, I didn't even, like, I still check my boxers. Like, is these ones bad? Like, you know what I mean? I am small, but
Oh shit!
no.
Yeah, hey Brett, I think he's lying. I think he slid the motherfuckers on. I think he slid into the motherfucker.
No.
I think he slid. There's a bit snug. He won't put a damn ass riding up and shit. You fucking put him on, you liar.
I gotta wait.
You look like one of those fucking Brazilian dudes in their little truck.
He been a boy was in his belt all day. Like, what is wrong with
Like,
this? I know.
damn. Then he took them off. Them shit said children's lords. What the fuck is this?
I'm sorry, Miss Larry's mom. Mom, because I know I can't wear children's large.
I know he put him on. I know he put him on. Stop playing.
I didn't put them on.
I'm about to ask Tootie because I know
You put them on.
No, I
You fucking
didn't.
put them on. They was in your drawer, and like a man, you just slid in them bitches. You're like,
Nuh-uh.
damn, I need some new drawers. Maybe I'm gaining weight.
No,
He's like about time, about to gain some weight.
no, I always look at
George's.
my boxers and see.
Ain't the smallest of his kids. Though. Damn.
I gotta ask Tootie before I leave.
He put them on. Yo, she's fucking dying.
Cause I know he put him on.
Yeah, he put them on.
I know he put him on. Oh, I'm crying.
He fucking
No,
yeah.
I
He put
didn't.
George's drawers on.
Oh, I know.
You did.
I know he
Exactly. You
put
did.
him on.
You
That's
put
the
your
only way
fucking-
he knew.
That's why he brought it up. You see him
No.
stir step like,
That's the only way he
I
knew.
almost put these on. Like, nah, nigga, you put them bitches on. You
almost
slid
did.
them shits
Oh,
up.
my goodness.
You was on your way to work.
No, I didn't.
No, what happened?
Man, he was in the mirror like,
No.
yo, like, Bulge looking crazy today.
No, what happened was
Bulge looking crazy. Like saying shit.
I got about more of these. No, what happened was
Hey, Tony, where you get these?
and the two came like, take off fucking Jordans.
Oh, shit.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I
Y'all
got a
are
headache.
fucking lame.
Oh, I got a headache. Ooh, oh my god, I'm in tears. Oh my.
You know what? We ran out of stuff to discuss anyway.
Oh my goodness. I
Sorry, y'all, that-
am in tears. Tawad, can you stand up for the camera one time? I want them to see how skinny you are. They got it.
People know how
Stand
Don't
up,
stand up. He
stand
gonna
up.
disappear behind his mic stand. Chill, bro.
Alright, well, stand up.
got on black pants.
So Tawan is what you're.
See, he had on George's drawers today.
Tawan, what you wear like a 16 in boys,
No,
like a 22 men.
I wear like a.
Extra small, like a
29,
28.
29, 30.
He's a liar. This dude wear a 28.
28, 30.
No, don't wear.
I don't even think there's a 29.
I mean, I think
don't they jump back twos?
these are-
Like, don't that shit jump back twos? He lying.
He's really in his 16 boys. Like Tawan can
Swear.
legit still fit.
These are
Boy.
30. I still got to put on a belt, but some 30s.
And them 30s are huge.
Some 30s.
So them blue,
Joint, you over here in
no.
black parachute pants right now.
no, those
Skinny fucker.
blue slack pants and Tootie bottom, those
Oh.
had to be an 18. They were so tight.
That's crazy.
Oh, you talking about what she told me to try on?
He looked like he was wearing blue leggings.
Like thermal underwear. Bro had the Under Armour compression pants.
Hey, guys, that's
It
our
was
show for
sponsored
today.
for the week.
Tune in next week.
No, we got 10 more.
No, we ain't got 10 more minutes. We're done. This ain't a rip session. The show's
10 more
over.
motherfucking
I bet
minutes.
George was like, "Dad, now I gotta do this thing in my drawers." He got them back.
Nah, George bigger than me. George's drawers was baggy on me.
Oh, my back hurt.
like, damn, Dad, these is fitting a
not-
little better.
It's not-
Oh my goodness! I know he put them on. I wish I could have been a fly on the wall because I know he would put them.
He put them on. Yeah, he fucking put them on.
And when George is what 6?
No, he's 8.
Oh, he's 8. So when he in like a medium.
Kids,
No.
damn.
Oh my god! Why would he even share that? Like
I don't know. Like that was where did that come from?
I forgot where it came from.
Yo,
I
you're
don't know.
random as
Oh my
hell.
goodness!
No, it was
That
on. It was
makes
on. It was on. We was talking about something, and I said I
makes
did that before. I forgot what happened.
sense. Oh my goodness!
I forgot.
That's fucking crazy.
Oh well.
Anything else you want to share?
No.
Baby jaw wear?
Look, I've seen Tawan in like at least one of George's shirts
Hey, yeah.
before.
I'm
okay?
going to keep saying I'm like 12 wear baby jaws.
This show is over.
Hey, yeah.
Oh my
All right.
goodness! I gotta ask Tootie. Can we bring up Tootie real fast?
No, she's not gonna come up.
Can you
I
point
wanna
out the
hear it
jaws
live.
did you put on? Which pair did you wear?
Hold on, I'm
Was
about
they
to call-
boxers or
I'm about-
briefs?
I'm about to call her on the phone.
That was boxer briefs, weren't they?
She
That's
be
all I
like,
wear is
what,
boxers.
Tawan? Tawan, why are you calling?
Bro,
She
he's-
is watching her shows. He about to bother her.
What?
She going to sue us.
She's saying her name. She going.
Pop up, door just going to
sue
swing
us.
the fuck open.
She like, Tawan, no, you know you tried them drawers on.
Swear,
to
she's
call her
probably
right
in the
now.
shower, he just busted like that.
Like, get the F out.
Like, what are
If you
doing?
guys just tuned in, we're talking about the fact that Tawan tried on
Are
his
you-
6-year-old son's underwear
you-
by mistake.
They're trying to say
and they fit.
that one time. I was talking about the one time where the boys' underwear was actually in my drawer, and they're going to say I actually put them on, and you had to yell at me to take them off. Hold on, I'm connecting you to it on the.
Nah, fuck no. It doesn't even matter. You're ruining the joke, bro.
Tootie.
No, because I know he
Well, I
did it,
can't
Mom.
hear, so that doesn't exist.
So did I ever put on the boys' underwear?
Please say yes.
You don't got to lie from
Please
Tootie.
say, just say
You
yes.
don't got to lie. I
keep
know it's your
doing that.
husband, and you were
Did I-
saving from embarrassment, but I know he put him on. He at least got one leg in there before he realized.
And he came skipping in and talking about, baby, these is fitting funny. baby, maybe you should wash these in cold water. You just
So we
drunk.
can get the real answer.
Oh,
Tootie,
goodness.
did I ever try on the boys? Did I ever accidentally put on the boys' underwear? Boxers.
That's what I do.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I
Her
don't believe it.
voice, no, her voice volume got all low. Like she
Nah,
had to say,
I don't believe it.
understand, Tootie. That was Will. I would have said the same answer.
And then clowned him whenever she gonna come in the door like, now as soon as the show's over, right after the intro, boom, motherfucker, you had them on, you know you did.
Right. She
Bye.
might get the exact pair. Which
Right,
was,
all right, Tootie. All right.
This is crazy.
Oh.
Stretching
See,
out
I
your
told
kids'
y'all.
jaws.
Don't lie,
did.
Tootie. You don't gotta lie, Craig. You don't gotta lie.
Thank you, Miss Larry's mom. Somebody saved me because they want to keep the show going. We're not even talking about nothing. There's not even no.
They ain't asking no questions, so back on the baby jaw wearing ass.
No.
Now,
Look, that was hilarious. I'm sorry. That had me like,
I think they was role playing.
I'm gonna go in my car and just be
You was role playing,
driving
wasn't
home. And
you? You and Tootie was doing something freaky, and you went and grabbed a pair of George's draws.
What's that one
Hey.
movie with the Wayne brothers? He had like the bed boy and he came in like, Nana! Remember that movie?
little big man, what the fuck is that shit?
I think it was.
Fuck
But
y'all.
on
I
a
didn't
serious
wear-
note, if you want to get back to sex dolls, sorry guys,
Sex-
sorry for the segue. I just couldn't let that pass because I'm gonna think about it on my ride home and just be dying at the red light.
It's just crazy.
But back to sex
Sex-
dolls. This is kind of going back a little bit. So there's sex dolls kid versions.
Okay, no, that's
I
not too far.
don't
No,
know
fuck
if
that.
you guys seen that. So
No.
apparently.
And what
There
they're
are
saying,
sex dolls for they look like little kids, and they are marketing these towards pedophiles so that pedophiles don't actually assault real live children.
phew,
something
that's
I
fucking
saw.
crazy. I don't even.
I think it's sick, but what's up, Elwood? What's up?
I do
Moot?
find it like super sick that anybody, first of all, even would even want to make these as a sexual object. But
It's one of those
I'm not
things
gonna
where
say I
my
like it,
morals
but I am
get in the
glad-
way of like, if they have that saves kids. But my
why
thing
do
is
they have
like,
it at the same time, same token.
that, yeah, and it's also like you're sitting here saying like, oh, it may satisfy until when?
Right.
Because there's plenty of people that have sex toys and that doesn't satisfy them. That's just the icing on top.
That's true.
That's it. So having a kid, I don't even want to fucking talk about that. Like that,
Yeah, that's
because
correct.
it's fucked
So,
up.
yep, she
like,
just fucked
and
up
you was
herself.
the one talking about you wanting a lighthearted fucking subject. You throw that shit into the
Well-
mix. Back to baby draws, anyway.
So
No.
if you missed it, we're talking about Tawan. So Tootie, his wife, pit their kids. They're 6 and 2. I'm lying about the ages, but she folded their laundry,
they're 8 and
their
10.
underwear, and put it in Tawan's drawer. And if you don't know, Tawan actually wears the 16 and boys. So when his wife put the underwear in
She's
his
not
drawer,
lying.
he accidentally wore them.
Yeah, he won for a whole
and
day.
A whole day had wedgies and
No, I
stuff.
did
and
not.
He didn't
And then at the end of the
Put 'em
day,
on.
his
Yeah.
wife
Put 'em
was
on.
stop, chill, bro. Let us finish this.
Right, you don't
At
gotta-
the end of the day,
Yeah,
he was extra excited. His wife was in the shower, getting all situated. She just got out, robe on, all that other stuff. He bust in like, boom, check this bulge out, baby. These draws is hitting. Where'd you get them from? And then she went off on him. Like it was crazy. She was like, those are George's, your child's draws. He was like, damn, I was wondering why my wedgie was all tight all day. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like I don't even know why I was there. I heard him downstairs. I was downstairs. We had a meeting or something like that, right?
No, that happened similarly to Will.
crazy.
Will did
Oh,
something
shit.
really weird. It wasn't like it was.
He had on your
They don't
I
make
can't remember
Yeah,
what he did, but it was a shirt that wasn't his. And his shirt was
So
so
fucking tight.
Like it was riding up in the back, and he wore it all day at
Bro,
work.
you ever put on a shirt that wasn't yours?
Will did
What's
that.
up, Chris?
It was
Fucking
so
God.
tight up his back, and I was like, "Wait, you never
No, you
realized the
pulled
fact
Will.
that you
kept
couldn't."
having to, you kept having to pull that shit
I
down.
was like, Will, you never realized you couldn't go like this. like dude couldn't scratch his own head without it
No,
looking
and
like
then
a belly shirt.
if you missed everything else, we were
Crazy.
talking about the stuff, school shootings and stuff like that. We were talking about the sex dolls, about Brittany not ever been to a sex store, and
And Tawan wearing his son's drawers. And don't leave
talking
that
about
out.
sex dolls if
I'm
you
sorry,
wanna wear 'em or
Token wearing
not.
it.
if you are for it or against it, or would you
Oh,
allow
my
that in your relationship or not.
That's just your-
That's what we was talking
my
about today. These two assholes just went on this fucking 15-minute rant about me wearing my kids' underwear, and I didn't.
Wait, hold on. Like, Brittany. Wait. You think he did it twice? You think he might have did this shit? Whose draws fit better?
I'm just saying, like
George's or Miramir's? Whose draws fit better?
I'm just saying, one time I saw Tawan come to work and all of them had the same jeans on. So I know they came from the children's place. There's no other explanation of how they came about.
That's just crazy.
Well,
And I recognize the children's place jeans because they only make 12 different like variations.
fuck y'all.
He had his boy 16 extra long.
Slim fit.
Yo, extreme taper.
If you have suggestions on topic and would like us to talk about something, feel free to message us on Facebook on our page right here. You can message us, give us
Justina
topic
said, remember
suggestions.
the Under Armour he thought was my dress?
Hey, yo, bro, I had this fucking Under Armour. I bought it. I don't know where I fucking bought it. I think it was Amazon or some shit. And I put that shit on. I swear to, yo, you would have thought I had on a dress because I bought the wrong size. Like, wherever it came from, the sizes ran funny. So a large there, like a large here was like, okay,
Oh
well, hold
my
on.
God.
Their large was like R fucking 3X. So I put that shit down and it came to my fucking knees, bro. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck fuck is the why you got this mixed in with my clothes? She's like, look at it, bro. That's not mine. It's like, what are you doing? Like, dead ass.
I don't
It looked
even
like I
know
had
who
on
you
one
are.
of those
Who
like
is this?
those beater dresses.
Larry, if
So it's
you
fucking
like
crazy.
to cross dress, that's on you, and I won't judge you. I will still be your friend.
Don't touch
right.
me.
Oh, the shit ain't funny now, huh? When it's on you.
No, because I was about to come back with the sex store trip that we're gonna record it. Her
I'm
first time
not
at the fucking
going
sex
in
store.
there.
We'll take it to the sex store. But yeah, if you have a suggestion on topics, feel free to message us. We'll talk about anything you want to talk about. Well, you can stay anonymous if you don't want people to know it came from you. But we'll talk about
Yo,
anything.
I was so fucking
It's
mad
open
about
to
that
you
dress.
guys.
That dress.
That
That fucking
dress,
thing.
yeah,
Because
you
it
make
looked
like
like
wow,
a
Now it
dress.
comes out.
No,
Now it comes
It
out.
did ass look like a dress. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it looked like I had squeezed into one of those wife beater dresses. That's how, like, it was a white John with like the little design,
One of
but
them
the shit
jersey
slid down. Like, get the fuck. I'm not wearing this shit. We threw that shit away,
It
bro.
had floral print, and he still thought it was.
It didn't have
abnormal.
floral point. It wasn't a dress, dumbass.
Remember that one
It had
time
the
you
Under
came
Armour
to
design
high
on it.
school? It was crossover day. You came in full dress. Remember that? That was.
I can't say shit 'cause I did it.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I you did too. But
I did it. I can't say shit. I did it. I definitely had on like my mom's fucking dress pants, business pants with like a apple
you
bottom
like that.
coat.
I think I wore a whole dress.
It was a dress.
I went all out.
I went business
I-
casual.
I think I had on underwear and everything.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
What
I'm
the
being honest.
bro? You didn't have to.
On top of my fucking, on top of my boxers.
No, he didn't.
Yes, I did.
Like, oh, these sleeves fit real nice.
It was nice.
Big old hairy butt and just like lace underwear.
Lace
Anyway.
long.
It had like hairy curly that
Hey,
be
Going through the shit.
Make sure you guys at the end of the show, make sure you guys, if you can, please go review our page. Let us know what you think of our show.
Got me
You give us
crying
from
today.
1 to 5
Oh,
stars.
my
I'm gonna talk over these
Crazy.
people because they're assholes. They want to think we're going to continue the show and they're gonna rip on me, but they're not because I'm gonna end this
Come on.
bit.
Your balls was looking crazy in your son's drawers, wasn't it?
Anyway, until next time, people. I am your host, Token.
And I'm laughing at it.
We'll see you guys next week.
Give me a little bit. No, okay, you gonna be a director.
Token the Mano, Pittsburgh, what it do? We in the city of bridges, we in the city of smoke. We in the city of rivers, so you don't need you a moat. We in the city of haters, so you just might need a coat. Or at least bring your jacket, cause man, the city get cold. Yeah, man, the city is frosty, yeah, man, the city is costly, but yeah, the city is mine. For 1, 2 times, well, you know that we grind, cause you know money is time, and you know time is steady ticking, so I gotta get mine. Then it's time to come up, so put your hands up. Let's all live this life before death interrupt. Ain't no time for messed up. Man, you better get with it. Arithmetic that I'm spitting, now do the math as you listen. Common conversation. 1, 2, 1, 2.
All right, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm happy we made your drive home
Appreciate
that
it.
much better. We'll see you guys
All right,
next
man,
week.
don't wreck out there,
I
Erica.
gotta
Be
see
safe.
Tawan in a onesie.
Oh, yo!
You gotta
Or
get a
the
picture
sweat.
in a onesie.
Oh, he wore.